Good morning, it's approximately 9:30 a.m. We've just finished having our morning coffee and we are ready to start the day of living in Bulgaria. And if you follow the channel already, you'll know that it changes from day to day. The weather determines what we get up to, and it's just about to crack quite hot. We're expected at least mid-30s at the peak today. So I'm going to crack on and get some watering done of the fragile stuff in the garden in next door's plot and see how far we get. I'm going to try and tackle some of the jungle weeds on the hardcore bed, which I'll show you in a few moments, because they're just getting out of control. They are easy to pull out because they're just growing through like rubble and tiles, not really getting established. So it's just going through and just shredding it, basically. So stay tuned, let's see how far we get today. Okay, so we're just watering the marigolds and some of Anisha's calendulas. Right, that's the king of that. Yes. So whilst I go to the other part of the garden, just flood this guy out. So we also planted some calendulas down this back alley. So let's see how they're getting on. Oh, they're not looking very happy. Let's get these done. Okay, just a few more. Now we've got some little baby fragile ones near the front door, so let's knock them on the head and crack on with some of the garden jobs. Okay, so now the fragile guys have been watered. Let's go to the end of the garden where the hardcore bed is, and I'll show you what I'm going to try and tackle before it gets too hot. And I'll probably have a few hours till about maybe 10:30, 11. Then it does start to get quite unbearable, so I'm going to be acting quick, like moving quick and just ripping them out. So I'm here now. Let's have a look how bad it is. Okay, so you can see that is pretty tall, and there's just a little bit of it now that's left from it being covered that hasn't actually been overtaken. And you can see I've started making my way in where the blue cart is, and my plan is to just rip all the tall ones out as best I can with the roots and just make like a line here in front of this. There is like a mud wall thing up there buried, but just put my line of mulch and dead foliage in front, put all the wood in the polytunnel, but that gets seriously hot really, really quick, so I've got to be quite prompt with that, and then use the blue cart to take all the weeds and just put them on one of the verges in the road over there. So let's see how far I get. You can see I've got a bit of a challenge, to be honest. Because although the weeds stay away from where we're growing, the big ones and the million seeds, we don't want to harbour any snakes or anything like that. Now that is a bit of a transformation, and I'm only, I'd say, halfway, and I'm very out of breath, very sweaty. But you can see I've just left the spiky ones. I've got that bit near the polytunnel to do as well, and this pile's getting super big as well. So it's time to replenish some fluids and get some proper good breakfast. I'm gonna try and get all this edge done, pull it away from the edge of the little mud brick retaining wall, and then when I get to that corner, I'm going to start going that way, head towards the sunflowers, and just behind them is where we got to last time. So I got that far to the potatoes. I didn't get to where we were last time, but the sun is beating down on me now, so I've got to go inside and help Nish out in the bathroom. But you can see, once the spiky Christmas trees have been pulled out, it's a lot more under control. So I'm waiting for the sun to go down, open the red gates and get all this foliage out on the verges on the street so it can decompose over there somewhere. Okay, so yesterday was an absolute write-off. The temperature almost hit 45, and in the hallway it was 32 degrees. So we didn't come outside and finish any more of the weeding. But I'm just coming out now, it's 5:30 tonight, and I've just started doing some more because these sunflowers are actually casting a bit of a shade down this alleyway. So whilst the sun's behind a few big clouds, I'm going to try and pull up this second row here and get to the tall grass. You can just see the fluffy bits of the tall grass here. So I'll get to there, I'll be super happy, and then I need to grab my garden fork and grab all this mulch for the street. But it's dying off super nice. Even 24 hours has made a big difference. Okay, so that's the last bit towards the polytunnel done. Just the little prickly Christmas trees left. So I'm going to get the hoe and just cut them as close down to the tiles as I can. Chuck them in the pile. And now I've got a few trees left over here as the sun's going down to get out of the ground. I'm not going to bother taking these foliage dead piles onto the street just yet. Maybe that's for another video. But I'll be able to take the blue trolley and sort all the wood out into the polytunnel and just call it a day really, whilst Nish is picking some marabellas in the sunset. First of all, I'm letting all that heat out. Me done. So there we go. That's enough. Just a little few tidy bits up. Get those sticks in the stick drying cupboard thing. Get the gate open. But it's actually making it a lot easier to scoop up now they're dead a bit. So that won't take me very long in the next video. And I'm also going to try and tackle that fence line, because we are actually losing the last row of potatoes. And I am off inside because I'm getting eaten alive, because I am sweaty and hot. And just what the mosquitoes like. There you go, one just tried flying right into my eye. So if you liked the video and watched this far, we really do appreciate it. And if you want to see more, hit that like button and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video. But for now, division in.